What is up, guys? And this is my full fighter analysis of easily the strongest Beowulf in the entire game, Snakebite. Snakebite is a natural diamond fart-type Beowulf variant that focuses on overwhelming opponents with massive damage and utilizing evasion to avoid any retaliation. He's a reference to an iconic character from one of the greatest espionage games of all time. No, not the tuxedo one, the camouflage suit and the night goggles one. Okay, no, not that one. I'm talking about my favorite espionage game of all time. Ugh. You know what? Never mind. Snakebite's signature ability is called Stealth Takedown. The first part of his ability gives him 3 stacks of Timeless Evasion and 25% Blockbuster meter when activating Hype Mode. This ability, combined with his absurd attack stat of over 15,000, already makes him not just the best Beowulf, but also one of the best offensive fighters in the game. But wait, there's actually more. As if that wasn't enough, he also gets a permanent haste and 5 stacks of barrier when defeating an opponent while in hype mode. So yeah, he's pretty good. So let's watch all of this in action. So let's try to sweep a fully upgraded stall team of Bioexorcist, Assassin's Greed, and Surgeon General with over 200% bonus health and attack. I'll walk you through all the decisions I make in the fight. So the game plan is to get to hype mode as soon as possible and abuse the evasion. Start on the defensive and throw when they close the gap. The first throw of the match is almost always going to go through as long as you did not pressure them with attacks beforehand. We now have priority with the opponent knocked down. In this next sequence, as she wakes up, I start throwing a few safe attacks to get her into block stun, then throw a wolf shoot for my second stack only 5 seconds into the match. So this time, with my wolf shoot on cooldown, instead of pressuring her on wake up, I just stay put and bait the sweep for a punish for a full combo in my 3rd hype stack. Once you get your 3rd stack, it's party time. Activate hype mode, start the unbreakable throw loops, and use your hype modified blockbusters for more damage. Once hype mode runs out, you can use your evasion stacks and just restart your offense even while your opponent is attacking you. Remember, you get a free hype stack every 30 seconds. So usually after just 1 combo and a wolf shoot, you're back in hype mode with fresh new stacks of evasion and you can just rinse and repeat until dead. So let's see the rest of the fight play out. So with my last evasion stack, I dash right through Valentine's sweep and continue my offense. So here is where it starts to get a bit dangerous. Let's pause the fight for a bit as I explain why. Okay, that is a weird frame to be frozen in. So as of this point in the fight, I have no evasion, only 1 hype stack, and all my opponents are at full meter. Even with my wolf shoot, I'll be 1 stack short, and the moment my opponent recovers, I'll be forced to block. And blocking an opponent with full meter almost ensures that they will use a level 3 blockbuster and just end the fight. So watch what I do here. Because I get a free hype stack at the 2-minute mark, I stall the clock by using a level 3 blockbuster even if it seems like overkill. So now with 2 stacks, I just throw my wolf shoot for the 3rd one and I'm safe again. So yeah, as crazy as it sounds, the goal from here on out is to finish the fight without blocking. But when you're using Snakebite, it's definitely possible. The trick is to not use evasion while in hype mode. During hype mode, you can just avoid blocking by applying pressure and throwing. Wow, this fight is taking a while. See, this is what happens to defenders when you heavily invest in their stats. I feel like I'm fighting in a 50+ streak even if this is only slightly above 30. So just a side note, for players looking to take Rift Battle seriously, don't sleep on your stats. So we finally beat an opponent while in hype mode and we get the barrier and permanent haste. But did we even need it? I guess the barrier would come in handy when getting hit by bleed or something. Okay, so the fight is still going on. So while I wait for these fighters to die of old age, here are some additional things to note about Snakebite. Evasion stacks max out at 5, so watch out for moves or strings with hits that exceed the number of evasion stacks you have. Be ready to block when this happens. Snakebite relies heavily on buffs, so watch out for debuffs like Curse and Hex. Finally, some random trivia. Snakebite has the exact same attack as Jawbreaker, but the exact same HP as Somersault. So now let's talk about his moves and stats. Being an attacker, you mostly just want attack percent, piercing, and meter gain. For his moves, Pummel is great because it's an unblockable level 1 blockbuster. Then there's the obligatory Wolf Shoot for easier hype stacking, and you almost always want an outtake when trying to kill teams in a certain order. The rest is really up to you. You could play more than one Wolf Shoot, and it's not a bad idea. For his marquee ability, give him Defending Champ. If you play him properly, you're almost always going to be at full HP. So this marquee gives you the most value. Finally, what about Rift defense? Well, he has no quick way to get into hype mode, unlike Weekend Warrior who automatically gets his 3 stacks at 50% HP. Because of this, a smart enough player can play around him quite easily. Therefore, I can't really recommend him as a Rift defender. But if you really want to try your luck, give him 5 Wolf Shoots and see where the AI takes it. You know what? I'm just kidding. Please don't do this. So that more or less covers everything about Snakebite. Hope you enjoyed this last fight. I decided to spice it up with the appropriate soundtrack. Oh wait, I forgot about my verdict. On a scale of 1 to 69, with 1 obviously being bad, 69 obviously being dirty, 27 being amazing, and 36 being absolute garbage, I give Snakebite A-. That's a wrap.